It's Monday, and I already know what you're thinking. There's no way this guy is showing his face on YouTube again. Not after last time. Well, guess what? I'm back, and I'm doing another tier list.
Hey, why don't you try doing something else for once?
Hey, shut up, guy in my basement! Unbelievable. As many of you know, I am a gamer. I know, it's hard to believe, but it's true. And I'm tired of lurking around in the shadows. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I am proud to be a gamer, and that's why I'm doing a video game main characters tier list. Now, before we get into all that, I gotta remind you guys to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's not make a big deal out of it, okay? Also, I know you guys show me a ton of love on YouTube, and I appreciate it very much, but my Twitter's looking kind of dry right now. Under 300 followers, I mean, the guys at the social club make fun of me relentlessly. Let's try to fix this, shall we? Anyways, enough of all that. Let's get into the tier list. We'll start with Mario. As many of you know, I'm a big Luigi fan. I think he doesn't get the credit he deserves, but that doesn't mean Mario's just some schmuck, alright? He's a respectable guy, blue-collar guy, plumber. You gotta respect the hard work he puts in, and not only does he have a hard job, but when duty calls, he answers. He slides deep down those pipes into the Mushroom Kingdom and saves Peach when needed. I mean, the guy deserves all the respect in the world, but my loyalty lies with Luigi, so I can't give him an S tier, because that's where Luigi belongs. Mario gets an A though. Bayonetta, she's very hot. Some might even say sexy. But those games were hard as shit, and they left a lot of emotional scars, if you know what I mean. A lot of controllers got broken back in the day because of this whore. B. Trevor Belmont from Castlevania. This guy uses a whip as a weapon. Now you might be thinking, that's an ineffective weapon against hordes of enemies. It's so inefficient, the logistics don't even make sense. Well, fuck the logistics, bro. This guy makes do, alright? He defeats the toughest of creatures with his whip, and he doesn't complain about it. S. Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. He gets an S. If you're wondering why, just watch this clip.
Big boner, my ass.
It all makes sense now, doesn't it? Crash Bandicoot. Let's be honest, the only reason anyone played Crash Bandicoot Racing was because they didn't have Mario Kart. His games were good, but they weren't as good as Ratchet and Clank, or Jak and Daxter, or even Spyro. B. Donkey Kong. This guy had the greatest spin-off in the history of media. A lot of people don't remember, but Donkey Kong used to be Mario's nemesis. He was throwing barrels at him until Bowser came along and started kidnapping Peach. Then he got his own game, and Donkey Kong 64 is probably the greatest platformer ever made. I know that's an ambitious claim, but I'm sticking to it. Donkey Kong gets an S. Duke Nukem. He's the king of one-liners.
I'm not memorizing the multiplication table. I have a calculator, and my ass is fat.
But he's a little bit too close to Doom, alright? So I can't put him in S, because he copied Doom a little bit too much, so I'll give him an A. Ezio Auditore de Firenze. This guy's an S tier for multiple reasons. Number one, he's like the absolute king of parkour. Number two, he doesn't let anybody stand in his way, in the way of justice. Number three, he makes an amazing plate of spaghetti carbonara. They don't show that in the games, but it's in the books, alright? Don't look that up. Franklin. The absolute biggest piece of scum on the entire planet. Some of you might be saying right now, oh, Franklin's not a video game character. Well, you're wrong, alright? Explain this. Yeah, that's right. He got his own video game, and just like everything else involving Franklin, it's dog shit. F. Speaking of Franklin from Grand Theft Auto 5, he was actually my favorite of the 3 playable characters, but his name's Franklin, so he gotta get an F, bro. We gotta put him in that Franklin tier. You think I'm fucking around? I'm not! Yo, Freddy Fish? Who remembers this game, man? This game was my childhood. It taught me about friendship and, other stuff. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. But Freddy Fish gets an S, bro. Geralt of Rivia. I'm going to say possibly my most controversial statement to date. The Witcher 3 is absolute dog shit. Before you guys say, oh, you didn't give it a chance. Oh, 30 hours. That's how many hours I put into that game. Is that enough of a chance? And it still sucked, alright? The combat sucks. And Geralt of Rivia is a dog shit character. It's like he was written by a bunch of virgins trying to come up with what a Chad is. He even has that stupid voice like, hey Yennefer, wanna fuck? So dumb, dude. F. Agent 47. I'm a big fan of the Hitman games, but I still haven't forgotten about that movie. A lot of people forgot about it, but not me. and that's keeping him out of the S tier. A. Jack from Jack and Dexter. There's a lot of video games being remade and remastered. I need to see Jack 2 and 3 remastered because those were some of the greatest games ever made, bro. Naughty Dog, get on that shit. I don't care if you're bankrupt or whatever. Remake Jack 2 and 3 or there's gonna be problems. A. Kirby. A lot of people look at Kirby and they're like, oh, look at this cute little pink guy, right? Wrong. Think about what Kirby does, all right? He eats people and he absorbs their life force. He essentially absorbs part of their soul. And we're just okay with this? Nah, F. Kratos, the god of war himself. His parenting skills leave a lot to be desired, but this guy is an absolute badass, all right? He kicked ass from Greece all the way to fucking Finland, and no one can come close to topping him, dog.
Boy.
S. Lara Croft. Gotta be the hottest video game character of all time. I mean, just look at her. Stupendous. A. Leisure Suit Larry, you dirty putz. This guy would never survive in today's climate, bro. You'll get canceled like that. Leisure Suit Larry, you get an F for being an absolute disgusting scumbag and wearing that dumb medallion, bro. It's out of style. Just accept it already. Link from Legend of Zelda. He's the strong silent type. I like that. He does look a little bit feminine. Can I say? I mean, he looks feminine. What can I say, you know? I mean, he would still kick my ass despite all of my combat training. A. Master Chief, an iconic character in one of the most iconic video game franchises of all time. Master Chief's gotta be an S, man. Mega Man. His games were fun up to a certain point. Then they got way too hard. You know how many mental and physical scars I have because of this mother-sucking game? Alright? You know how many controllers I broke because of this game? 14. 14 controllers, and they are not cheap. C. Nathan Drake. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with him, but he's just like the standard handsome white guy action hero. We've seen him before, you know, Tom Cruise, Chris Pine, Matt Damon. Same shit. It's just in video game form. I'll give him a C. Also, I'm not sure if I agree with casting Tom Holland, but we'll see what happens. Nico Bellic. Grand Theft Auto 4 is my favorite GTA game to this day. And let me tell you, this guy has been through a lot. And by a lot, I mean his annoying cousin calling him constantly. S.
Nico, it's Roman. How about that old American pastime, bowling?
PacMan. You know how many arcades I'm banned from because I refused to leave after closing because I was playing PacMan too intensely? 8. C. Whoa, Pepsi Man. A lot of people don't remember the blatant corporate cash grab that was the Pepsi Man video game for the PlayStation 1. I mean, you can look up footage of the game, it looks pretty bad, but at the same time, it was a cheap video game. It came with a box of Pepsi, so you can't hate on it too much. B. Yo, Ratchet from Ratchet & Clank? This game was my childhood, alright? I stopped hanging out with friends because I was playing this game. I stopped going to class because I was playing this game. Now that I think about it, I don't think those were really positive experiences. B. Samus, I'm gonna give her a B just because I could never hit anybody in Smash Bros with that charged up blaster move and it pissed me off. Serious Sam, he's just a ripoff of Duke Nukem, who's a ripoff of Doom. It's ripoffception, so therefore, according to the transitive property of ripoffs, I gotta give him a C. Commander Shepard, I'm actually playing through the Mass Effect games for the first time in my life, and it's really fun to imagine myself as Commander Shepard, except a better version of myself. A version of myself that's not a fat, lazy piece of shit, and also bangs space aliens. S. Solid Snake. I've seen people playing Metal Gear Solid years back and it looked really fun, but it's kind of sad because I can't play through the old Metal Gear games now, and I really want to, but they're too outdated, man. I can't get past the graphics and I don't have the nostalgia factor to make it fun for me, so I give him a B. The Sonic games were fun. I heard the movie was good. I'm glad they changed his horrendously ugly face to something more normal looking, you know, so shout out to them for doing that. But, I mean, I never really, loved Sonic. Plus, he had some poo-poo games. So I'll give him a B. Steve from Minecraft. I never played the story mode in Minecraft, man. I only play on creative, and I always wear a different outfit. So, I mean, I don't really have love for Steve. I don't have hate for him either, so I'll give him a B. Okay, well, I think that's it. If I haven't included your favorite character in this list, it's probably because I haven't played that game, alright? I don't have a ton of free time on my hands. That's just what happens when you're fighting a brutal custody battle with your ex-wife and breeding iguanas in your basement for 12 hours a day, you know? You don't have a lot of time for recreation, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of my decisions in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.